few people have asked me if I can post a quick handling guide to the stretch thumb tip, so here we are. Now, the stretch thumb tip isn't to be thought of as a thumb tip. It's not something you put on and try and show your hands clean like this. You have to think of this not as a thumb tip, but as a clamp. It's like one of those squeezy snap purses where you squeeze it and you let go and it snaps shut. That's exactly what this is, and it's designed to clamp things to your finger. So you squeeze, you put it in, you let go, and it clamps. So for example, if you're going to take a coin, you put a coin in, you squeeze, you let go, and it snaps and clamps it to your thumb. And it's a very versatile piece of magic equipment. So to demonstrate how I would use it, Dan, if you can hold your hand out for me. Usually I use this with a ring. That's what I mainly do when I'm doing my ring flight routine. I'll borrow a ring off somebody and I'll simply make it vanish. And to do that, watch very carefully, your ring is going to vanish just like that. It's a very, very fast vanish, and then I can relax my hands down by my side and it can't be seen. So if you open your hand down like this, you squeeze the thumb tip, you come on up, you show the ring goes into the thumb tip, and then you let go, which clamps it to your thumb, and you're using your hand here to cover as you take it out and put it directly behind their wrist, and you hold their wrist like this. So the thumb is hidden behind the wrist, and these three fingers are open like this. By being open, people's attention is drawn away from this because they see it empty. They presume it's still here. So then you do this vanish and it's gone, and you simply wave your hand up like that and then relax down by your sides. Now when you load the thumb tip, what you don't want to do is to put the ring in first and then put the thumb in, because then you'll have problems getting the ring back out afterwards. So the way you need to do it is to think of, if you hold the ring like this with your thumb, push down until your thumb and ring hit at the same time. So again, like this, and that is the position to hold it in. So if you're doing it with a coin, let's say £2 coin here, you hold it, you press it down until your thumb hits, and that is the position you want it against your thumb, roughly about there. This finger just holds it in place. So when you squeeze and load, your thumb and the coin or the ring goes in at the same time. That way when you pull your thumb out, the coin comes with it. Otherwise you put it in, you try and put your thumb in, it'll never work. Now the good thing about this is, if you're like me and you do a ring routine, you can use multiple rings. So if you've got two rings over here, again you can make two rings vanish just as easily, like that, and they're just as easily retrievable as well. If you come across a very large ring like this, again you squeeze, a very large ring can be vanished just as simply. Or you can then start taking the mick. For example, a teaspoon. You get a teaspoon and watch very carefully and the teaspoon vanishes. But my favourite thing to do is with a Sharpie. A Sharpie and a thumb tip you would never think go together, but quite simply you can take a Sharpie, make it vanish completely, and then bring it back. And all you're doing again is you squeeze the thumb tip, the thumb goes in with the Sharpie, and you use your hand here to cover the move as you come out, and you place the Sharpie under the wrist like this, so it's out of view of them and anybody else around, and then you can make it vanish, come across, and it's gone. And then produce it again. So one more time, Dan, in fast time. The Sharpie's there, my hands are in view. My hands are always going to be in view, but somehow it goes. And that is the handling of my stretched thumb tip.